Hello friends, welcome to my channel TagBase_home. In today's video, we will look for count functions. Let's begin. This is the data table which has a order date, product, quantity, month, age, region, and product region. We will see some of the count related functions. Let's begin with the count function. When you type count in Excel, you can see here there are number of count related functions. We will see one by one. First, count function. These functions, if you can see parentheses, there are value 1, value 2. When you type comma, it will keep increasing. It will increase till 254 times. So you can count a 254 times values with the help of comma function. Let's begin. We would like to see the question here that how many records are there in this table. So we will use count function. Simply select the range and you can see here a range, control and down arrow and press enter. So there are 26 records in this data table. Count function only use this function only consider a numeric value, right? So it cannot consider if the value has a alphabetical or some special character like this. So if I change this value to A, you can see here it count only 25 instead of 26. However, we have a total 26 records, but the count function does not consider apart from numeric value, right? So this is the count function. So what if we need some alphabetical numbers or special characters in the table and we will need to count? Then in that case, we will use CountA function. If you can see here, the second number, CountA. So A is nothing but the combination of any type of data, whether it's a date, number, alphabetical order, or special characters is considered everything. If you see the parenthesis here, the same type like we have seen in the count, we can consider if you paste a comma, there are 256 times it will come. You can use the data, but we need only in this function, we need to use only. So let's see. If I use this range and press enter, you can see here 26 records, the similar answer. We have used this alphabetical, that is A, B, C, D, so E to Z. If I enter a special character like star, still it gives me a 26, right? So this is CountA function. Next is CountIf. So if you can see here, what is CountIf? CountIf. So we know the if function is nothing but the criteria, right? So if there is a criteria and based on that criteria, we would like to get the number of count of particular item. Like in this case, let's see how many times one region appear in a table. So in this table, if you can see, this is the region column. If you would like to see Delhi, how many times Delhi appears under this column, then we will use a CountIf function. So if you ask any question and that gives some criteria in it, so like how many times one region appear in a table, so there is a condition here. So if there is a condition is there, then we will use CountIf function. Here, as you can see, range and criteria only two parentheses. So you can apply only one criteria here, only one condition in using this function, right? So let's see. We can use range. We will pick this range and fix this because we do not want to change this range. If any issue in the fixing the find any challenges, just see my previous video where we have discussed about uh, the freezing the cell. So you can see that video. And after freezing, there is another parenthesis, that is criteria, and we use this criteria. So again, we will freeze column M because we have the same data under that column only. And we copy paste this and paste special formula, right? So you can see here, there are Delhi comes under 7 times under this region table. Let's see. We will filter the data Delhi and see count. There are 7 times Delhi was there, right? Gujarat 4 times. We will filter 4, and you can see this is the 4 times Gujarat under this region. So this way we can find out. So if we can indirectly say that Delhi comes a duplicate more than 2 times in a particular. So if this is the duplicate data, or we can say this is comes 7 times Delhi under this table, right? So another use of CountIf. In CountIf function, how we can use if we know only some characters based on particular item. So let's see. So we would like to know if those records which has only appears A, alphabetical A under that name. So right. So if I search here and press A and star, you can see alphabetical only A. So Gujarat has A for apple. Here is A. Haryana also A, and this. So how many records are there which contains alphabetical A? That is 19 records. You can see here 19 records. So if we want this information using formula, how we can do that? We will use CountIf function. So how we can do that? Let's type here A star, and then we will count if. So there we would like to see the A. So we can see here star because A may be in between. Before A some characters are there. Star is uh, a asterisk sign which says that any letter after A can be considered, and star before A shows that any letter before A can be considered in the calculation. So we will type count if. What is the range? We would like to see the A alphabetical A letter into this range, and we will select this and see. This is 19, the same answer which we have seen. So let's again, we will press A and see this 19 records which has a alphabet A. Right, guys? So how by using asterisk sign or some other sign we can use, and we can use CountIf function. CountIfs, right? So using of CountIfs. So if there is a date and you would like to see that Jasmine, product Jasmine and Daisy comes how many times, so count of products sold during the below dates, right? So this is the product Jasmine and Daisy, and we would like to see that during these dates how many product we have sale. So let's see count ifs nothing but the use if there are multiple conditions are there. So if you can see here, there are multiple conditions. First, this is the product. Second, these two dates. So we like to see the in between these two dates. So there are 3 criteria, right? So if more than one criteria, we will use count ifs function. Let's see how we can use. We need first of all product. So where is the product? Product is available under column B. We will select this column. What is the criteria? This is the criteria. We would like to see Jasmine. Then we need a date, starting date and ending date. So first of all, this is the date column. We will select this date column, freeze it. Then we need a start. So first from 1st April to 30th December. So we need to include 1st April as well. So we will press inverted comma greater than equals to. Greater than equals to means from 1st April, we need include 1st April as well, that date, concatenate sign, that is ampersand sign, and then we will select this date. So it means that from in this range, this is the criteria, the date from 1st April onwards we would like to see, right? Jasmine. Now, also we need to close because 30th September will be the last date, right? So we need to include again order date. This is the date where we can find 30th September. So date order date 2 will be 30th September. So any date above that we will not consider. So that will means into inverted comma less than equals to because we also need to include 30th September, and then we'll be select 30th September date and press enter. You can see Jasmine comes 3 times and Daisy comes 4 times during this date. So let's see. Jasmine 3 times from 1st April to 30th September. Let's select 1st April, 30th September. So February number will not be included, and see 3 times, right? So next Daisy. Daisy comes 4 times. So Daisy, we will select Daisy and apply the dates. September, July, August, September in this our criteria, and see this is the 4 times. So our data is correct. How we can use that? First criteria range, then criteria, again criteria range, that is date. Then we apply criteria 2, which goes 1st April onwards greater than equals to. Then again criteria range 3, the date, and the last date criteria range 3, that is 2, that is 30th September less than and equals to. Right? So this is all about CountIf and count functions. We can use multiple ways of CountIf, right? So hope you like this video. Please subscribe my channel below, and thank you. Thank you everyone.